my shit. I was wasted. And then when those shorts were over, we moved to another nearby bar. I offered people to get more drinks, and everyone's like, sure. So I went into the bar, and there's this guy. He looked like a neckbeard redditor, and and so he was the bartender. I went up to the bar and I said, hello, can I have 3 Long Islands, please? And he went, oh, and he like walked away. He stormed away, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what an asshole. So I was like standing, and then me and Zach. We're talking to another guy who just happened to be standing there. We were all like talking for like 5 minutes until he finally walked back with the 3 Long Islands, and he put them down and he went $60. And I was like, okay, and I took out my wallet and I handed him $60. This is right after—
To be fair, I actually wasn't here for this part.
Yeah, this is right after me getting home from Christmas, right? It was like literally a few days after. So we fucking I take out the money, I hand him $60, and I was like, Jesus, that's expensive. And then I pick up my drink and I start drinking it, and he's just standing there and he looks furious. And then I'm like, what? And then he starts looking around. He's got his hands on his waist. And he's like tapping his feet. He's like looking at the other bartenders. He starts muttering under his breath, and he starts pointing down at the floor. And I'm like, oh man, did I knock something over? Like, what's going on? And this went on for like fucking a full minute straight of him just like it's so insanely angry. And I was like, dude, like what happened? What did I do? And like it's like a scene at this point. Everyone's like looking at me. And then he's like, really, dude? You made me make 3 Long Islands and you didn't tip me?
Oh, so anyways, I was going up a Diet Coke, and yeah, you were talking to a guy. This guy next to you, and there's 3 Islands sitting in the bar. I think, to be fair to the guy, it was like, you had already paid for it by that point. So the Long Islands were sitting there for probably 5 minutes while you talked.
Were they?
Yeah, it was like a full 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Like 5 minutes left between you paying for it, and then because I was waiting there, I was like sitting by the bar waiting for an opening because it was busy.
Then when he was like, "You didn't fucking tip me," I was like, "You know what? I feel bad." Okay.
Yeah,
and
he was like,
he continued to like insult me, and I'm like,
I thought he was joking. He was like, really, dude, you're not gonna. I was like smiling. I was like, oh, this is a funny little. This is banter. I didn't really understand.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be resolved quickly, and the guy was like, really, dude, really? And you were like, what? And then you were like, I was gonna. He's like, no, you weren't. You weren't gonna tip me. You weren't gonna tip me. And then when he said that, and he said the thing about you don't have an accent, which he did say, which is a rude thing to say. And then Chris was like, fuck you, dude. And he went, fuck me? How about I throw you in the bar? And I was like, whoa. And I just picked up Chris's drink, because I was like, I didn't want us to get banned from the bars. So then, yeah, Chris got his drink, so I was like, Chris, just get out of here, just leave. Just fucking leave. And then, because the guy was like mad.
Yeah, it was like, he's an asshole.
And then I was like, dude, he really is from Ireland. Like, and I understand you. And I was like, oh, look, it's fine. I'll just like tip you on my thing. Because he was not only threatening Chris, but once Chris left, he was like, there was the guy that Chris was talking to, you just met.
Yeah, it was
and
some
guy. To that guy who was like sober at me, he was like, I'll throw you 2 guys out too. And I was like, we were both like, dude, we didn't do anything. What are you talking about? I was like, dude, relax, it's fine. And he was like, and then he like started to realize he freaked out. He like had a little meltdown. Yeah. And then he started, it's like that thing where you snap and then you realize you're embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then he was like, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose my cool, but you know, I think what happened was people that order Long Island's never tip, and you were like the straw that broke the camel's back. You were probably like the 10th guy to order a Long Island that night and not tip. But that was the story. And basically, yeah, I went back outside after I got my fucking $10 Diet Coke or whatever. But I mean, it was resolved. You went in and you ended up like smoothing it over with the guy. Yeah, you fucked him.
But then he still made an offhand comment to somebody.
Well, then yes, I mean that's really the real like the post credits of Marvel gag was after Chris went in and smoothed it over. Was like,
I tipped him, by the way. I went back in and I gave him free money for no fucking reason for him being mean to me.
You made it right, because the whole argument was like, well, dude, even if that guy was an asshole, it's like you don't want to have the bartender not like you at a bar you go to every.
Yeah.
So, but after that, like an hour later, Jack went in and ordered a Long Island separately from all of this, and the guy was like, no, I'm not doing that.